All right, kids, I'm going to try this for about the 5th time. I'm not doing very well today. All right, I'm going to show you a video of a magnesium mat test I did, Ashley's Best, from the book. And I varied the calcium oxide and the magnesium oxide to see if we could get a purple spotty glaze. Okay? And I fired it several different ways to help show you that. So let me just get the book out here. I'm going to show you the page that it's on so you can look it up if you want to. But it's in the magnesium mats. And so here we are. It's under here. It's on page 125. It's called Ashley's Best. That's the main recipe I used. And that's right here in the center. Ashley's Best with 4% cobalt carb. Okay? Just to be clear, the top 2 rows are fired fast fire, cone 7-8. The bottom 2 rows are fired cooler, 5.5 to 6 cone. And they are slow cooled in the Stephen Hill cycle. Okay? So that's in the book too. And the top one is fast fire, cone 7-8. Okay? So here's our set from a distance. You can see a much distinct difference between the top and bottom. The bottom is more matte and purple, and the top is more blue and glossy. Okay, so another thing that I did just to complicate matters, whenever I'm running a test, I try to get as many tests as possible out of it because you never know what's happening or what's going to be the cause of something. So I left out half of the lithium, because the lithium is a main flux in Ashley's Best, 6.6 lithium. So I would mix up the recipes, leave out the lithium, and then in the first case I added half of it, approximately, and in the second group I added the correct amount. Same thing here. Half the lithium, then the correct amount. All right, so basically you can see that this middle row here is like all pretty matte and not very interesting. It's purple, but it's not what I was after. I want the spotty stuff. And this bottom row here is pretty good. Here's where you can start getting spots, nice spots. And then the final one here is pretty good. It's got quite a bit of spotting. It's hard to focus with this camera. But anyway, okay, so the rationale here is I'm doing a line blend of calcium oxide and magnesium oxide as opposed to, say, a material like dolomite or whiting. And so here is the original. It had 0.22 calcium and this had 0.43 magnesium. And so this is descending calcium going this way and ascending magnesium. And then as I come this direction, I'm adding more and more calcium and less magnesium, but still a significant amount. And I kept the alumina and silica constant. So that way we only had a couple things changing. I felt like this was my best possibility of a test. And this is the recipe. It's number 8. And you can, I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see with this camera because I can't focus well. But this has blue with purple and pink spots in it. And this also does. Now, what you may want to do is do this one a little bit hotter, because this was fast cooled, this is slow cooled. So if we fired number 8 a little bit hotter, like say 7, cone 7 or something, and then did the Stephen Hill cycle, I think we'd be right in the middle there and we could find something pretty good. So if anybody wants to try that and report back to our group, Exploring Mid-Range Glazes together with John Britt's book, it's on Facebook. Maybe we could get a group testing of this, I'm not sure. Anyway, I will show you, here's sort of how I wrote it out, planned it out. And then what I would do is go on to Glaze, and I took the original recipe here, and then that was the original recipe, and then I make adjustments, and here's my combination that I was doing, and so I have all these recipes. I can get anyone who needs them, but we still are in the testing stage of this. but it might be a fun way to learn how to test where you're doing a line blend of oxides rather than of materials. All right, well, if you could do about 100 of those tests, and then I'll see you in the morning.